Hi everyone, this is Ishika this side, and I welcome you all to the Tech Wit podcast. Today we are having Sumit Chanda. He's the CEO and founder at Jarvis Invest. We can first start with your introduction.
Thank you so much. My name is Sumit Chanda. I am the CEO and founder of Jarvis Invest. Uh, just to talk about a little on the company. So, what Jarvis does is basically it's an artificial intelligence based platform for fund management and portfolio advisory.
Okay, so I would like to ask you, how did you get the idea to start up with a company like this? What was the idea that came into your mind, and how unique is it?
Obviously, the idea came to me about 7 years back when I was working with one of the insurance companies, and I was managing some of the sales channels out of there. If you look at the overall investment landscape, and if you look at the current products that are available, moreover, there was no much of a differentiation between product A and product B when it comes to delivery or the customer experience or the product that the customer invests in, and especially when it comes to an investment product where the customer's hard-earned money is being invested. So we thought that, and again, if you look at uh, some of the products which are good in the market from uh, you know example, say a portfolio management services or an AIF or the structured products. Now, all of these products are targeted towards the HNI and ultra HNI category. So practically, there was no such product which would cater to the retail masses and which is equivalent or even better than these HNI based products. So that's why we thought of starting up this company, Jarvis, wherein we can create portfolios and manage it for the mass retail audience, which is completely uncatered today.
Since you're the CEO of the company, with role there comes a lot of responsibility. So how do you manage the team, and how do you, cope up with all the trends that are going on?
Okay, so obviously that's a challenging thing. To be a CEO of a startup wherein you have to practically build up everything from scratch. Fortunately, I've got very good team members. So we have got the board, which is very well constructed, I would say, and we manage it in segmented manner. So everybody has their own set of responsibilities and departments to take care of, and that is how it's being managed now. Obviously, when it started, everything was built up from nothing, but now it's much more structured because obviously we have now entered the growth phase for the company. So obviously, everything has to be structured.
So, like, how do you manage that? What's good for the team and what's good for the project that is going on currently?
So we generally have two aspects towards this. One is obviously what's good for the customer. So that's at the center of everything, because if the customer is there, then the company exists and the people exist. So first and foremost, we think what's good for the customer. We develop our products, services, support, communication, everything around it. And obviously, if things are going in the right manner, then the team is motivated. We look at why, even while hiring, we look at people who can have a similar kind of a vision that the company has. They have the growth perspective in their mind, and that's how they enjoy when the company grows, when the customer is happy, the product is delivering good, and they're motivated.
Okay, so I would like to ask you how scalable the product is, and how is the marketing working on this topic?
Okay, that's a great question. So I'll have to give you a little brief of how the product is created. As I mentioned at the very beginning, that we use artificial intelligence to create portfolio and manage it for the customer. Now, this technology actually makes us highly scalable, and practically, I can say, without any limits, because it's the machine who is managing the customer's money. It's the machine who is talking to the customer, recommending, doing the transactions, everything end to end is completely an autonomous process. So wherein for us the only job remains is work on the product if it can be better, and do marketing to reach more number of customers. Now that's probably just the India story, but then even if you look at the global markets, so technically doesn't anything doesn't matter much to us, because again there it's all about our machine to digitally capture the market data and provide an insight to the customer sitting in practically any country. So if you look at it in the next 4 to 5 years, the vision that we are carrying is practically we should be present in all the major countries which are active on the equity markets.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that only. So, like, what exactly is the future plan? How are you planning to spread your business? And again, is it going to be all online with the promotions?
Um, so as of now, everything is online, and as far as the portfolio advisory and overall management is concerned, so we intend to keep it online. Having said that, we think of launching some more products, which is more on the enterprise solution B2B kind of a product, wherein we think, okay, why can't we supplement an AMC or a fund management company, maybe domestic or internationally, to have a much better approach towards fund management using the artificial intelligence insights and analytics that we create. So those are some of the future plans that we have. We will implement it initially in the domestic markets and eventually take it to the international markets too.
Okay, that's really great. So, like, how did you really get the idea of AI with this Project, like, you could have just made a portfolio building application, but why AI in this?
Okay. I would say that fund management as a process is a really complicated process, and that's in practice since decades now. So it's not something that I would have reinvented the wheel on. But if you look at the market segment that we are, catering to, which is the mass retail, so every individual would have a different persona. No two-person would have a similar objective, similar investment capability, risk profile, and so many other things. Even the timing of investment. Somebody would invest today versus somebody would invest after the week. So, how do you cater to all of these individual choices? That's one. Second is, if you look at the current markets, it's highly dynamic. I mean, things are changing even in a single day. Even if you look at the Indian markets, it's now getting impacted by even the minutest thing that's happening in the US or any other, global locations. So how do you capture all of those things in a real time basis and make an impact to your customers' portfolio? That's where you need artificial intelligence system, which can actually on a real time basis capture all the qualitative, quantitative information across the globe, convert everything into a quantitative, data set, and then understand that how it's going to impact the portfolios of our customers. So that's how we I mean, that's the only choice that we have of using artificial intelligence and nothing less than that.
Makes sense. So you said that you've been planning to make more products in the future. So is there anything in your mind currently?
Yes, of course. So there are a couple of products that we are already working on, and again, I would say all would be AI driven and very unique in the market that we'll be coming with. Even in this year, we intend to launch at least three more products for our customers, at least for the Indian markets currently. Now, most of these products will hover around how do you have a better risk management for the portfolio where you invest into, or even how can we look at increasing our efficiency for the investment recommendations that we are giving. So all these products would be hovering around these concepts only. How can I give a better recommendation and how can I do a better risk management for you?
Okay, that's really great. So Sumit, you have gone through a very long way now. There must be so many problems in between your journey. So is there any message from your end that you have learnings from your life till now that you would like to share with our listeners?
I would say the only thing I personally believe is perseverance. So, not to stop because hurdles keep coming. In the last 5.5 years journey of this company, I have definitely seen a lot of ups and downs. Especially we have seen two, COVID waves. So it was more downs and downs. But then obviously perseverance is something that will eventually give you the fruits. So never lose hope, keep continuing is what I believe, and I would, recommend that.
And that's great. Um, thank you so much, Sumit, for joining. We can wrap up today's session. And thank you to all the listeners who joined us. And stay tuned because we're going to come up with many more videos like this. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye.